Hey guys, this is Coaster College. This is a top 5 rides at King's Dominion. I've already made this video, but what happened is it was late at night on Easter, and my voice was just dying, so I could not go on with this. But this is my countdown for the rides at King's Dominion. Number 5 is Rebel Yell. This is the Philadelphia Toboggan Coaster's Woody. The best thing about it is the airtime. Pretty much it's just airtime hills and airtime hills. It's not a smooth ride, so I didn't enjoy this coaster as much as if it was like say a Intamin Woody, like they have those now. Apparently, since of El Toro. It's a pretty fun ride. It's definitely not the best ride, but it's not the worst ride. Number 4 is the B&M Floorless. The height of 157 feet, 2 minutes and 6 seconds long, speed of 65 miles an hour. It's B&M, but the best thing about it is the first loop, and then it just a bunch of unneeded inversions and stuff. Number 3 is Volcano, the Blast Coaster, a height of 155 feet, which is okay because you just actually start off not too high and you blast up right through the volcano, and it will take you off guard if you are going with someone who tells you to look at the ground, because I've been with someone who did that my first time riding it. But after that, I rode it like 3 more times, and it was just a fun ride. The best thing about it is the launch, because after that, it's just a bunch of random inversions. It's made by Intamin, but what I think is that it deserves a lot more than what it's talked about. I don't think it's the best ride, but it's a good ride. The worst thing about it is the line for it is always super long. I used to go on days where they would only allow a few people at the park for work, and it's still a long line. Like, I can't imagine it on a normal summer day, but it always had a tremendously long line. I don't even know how people got on this. Number 2 is surprising. It's Flight of Fear. It is not the tallest ride, and it's not the longest line. It's not the fastest ride. But the thing about it, it feels fast, and it doesn't feel too tall because it's an indoor ride. It's Premier Rides. There's nothing good about, there's not a certain thing that's good about it. It is just a good ride. It's a bunch of, I think this could actually be one of the first models to make you have an inversion with lap bars. And, this is a smooth ride. Premier Rides is, it's not known for making smooth rides, but it's not also known for making, shaky rides. But this was just a good ride. What I like about it is at one point, when you come in from, leaving the train, when you see the next train, there's no one on it. You don't leave from the beginning station like some rides do. It's like a rock and roller coaster kind of thing where you leave from you exit and then the train continues. Number 1, not really a surprise. It's Intimidator 305, the Intamin Giga. It's height of 305 feet, duration of 3 minutes, which doesn't feel like 3 minutes, but it has a max speed of 90 miles an hour, which some people debate that it's faster. It has 5 Gs, and the best thing about it, it's intense. Even that launch can get, not the launch, but the lift tail can get intense. Because if you're on the right side and you're looking off from the side, all you see is ground and you are scared. Fast, 90 miles per hour isn't the fastest ride, but come on, that's still pretty fast. It's a smooth ride. People debate on that because they say, well, when you hit those bank turns, you could be going one direction, and the next thing you know, you're going the whole complete other direction. You could be going 45 degrees, and next thing you know, you're 125 degrees the other direction. Well, okay, but it's still a good ride. Not 125, I meant -45. But it's still an amazing ride. that was all I have to say. This was a quick little video after I did do a longer Busch Gardens countdown. But which one do I think is better? I actually think, depending on your audience, if you have more kids, then it's still hard to debate because they have Planet Snoopy, but Busch Gardens also has the family-friendly kind of feel to it. I mean, do they have as many non-kids rides? Like, which has more coasters? Busch Gardens or King's Dominion? Busch Gardens takes it. Which is a better looking park? Busch Gardens or King's Dominion? Busch Gardens. Which ride has better operations? That's debatable. I would say King's Dominion has better operations, as Intimidator 305 is usually running 2 trains, but rides like Anaconda, 2 trains, all these rides are running 2 trains, but what happens is right as a train leaves, the next train is in. The only thing that could be debatable is Verbolten, which could be running up to 5 trains. I've never seen it run up to 5 trains. The most I've seen is 4, and I would love to, because like usually I go on summer days and it's not too busy, but I bet King's Dominion gets a lot more intense. But this is the main thing that takes King's Dominion home. Which has the better rides? Try comparing, like, I don't know, Verbolten to something like Volcano, or like Apollo's Chariot to Intimidator 305, or even Invadar to like the Grizzly. Some people say that Invadar is better. I would say Grizzly. It gives off a perfect night ride. Not the perfect, it's not like something like the Voyage, but it's still a fun ride. So this is my thoughts and what I think you should probably do if you ever go to King's Dominion, and I'll see you guys in a video later. See you guys later, and bye.